Baby? Hey. I missed you. No, nothing. Yeah, I'm still up. Just waiting for you to come to bed. Darling, you've been studying for hours now. You need to take a rest. Yes, you have. It's like what? It's like super late already. Come on. Nuh-uh, don't give me that 5 more minutes. You said that an hour ago, too. Yes, you did. Hey, B. I know you're stressed. Yeah? But you need to take a rest. Hey. Hey, look at me. Baby. You need to rest. You look exhausted. Yeah? That's it. That's it. Closing your book. Come on. Mandatory cuddle time with your loving partner. Come on. Come on. You can get back to your studies later. Just please, I really missed you. Oh, thank you. Baby, I need you to be honest with me. How are you holding up? Yeah, you have what, exams, papers, reports? Yeah. You've been really stressed, haven't you? I'd be. I'm sorry. I know you were stressed. I didn't know it was this bad. Hey, listen. I know it can seem overwhelming. I know things can just, pile up, and even if those things are small on their own, they seem really daunting when you all put them together. But right now, I think it's best for your body if you take a rest, okay? So, deep breaths. Just listen to me talk about nonsense and try to not think for a while, okay? Thank you, baby. My friend was telling me about what he learned in therapy the other day. I don't know if it'll be helpful for you, but anyways, he was telling his therapist how he just can't stop worrying. Like, at all times, things feel like they're going to crash and burn, and there's nothing he can do to stop it, but just keep on preparing and worrying. And his therapist said, so you feel like everything's gonna end up a disaster, but what's your proof? Like, what's your evidence that things are going to crash and burn? And I don't know, that kind of put into perspective for me how the worrying is always the worst part, and we don't really have any reason to think things are going to turn out horribly, and oftentimes they turn out just fine, but the next time we worry all over again. And I want to tell you that I've seen you study, I've seen you work hard, I've seen your results, and I think I have enough evidence to say that you're gonna do just as well this time. I'm not just saying that. I am drawing on past experiences where you've studied just as hard and things worked out fine. So I think it's gonna be fine this time too. Yeah. And I know for you it feels like, oh, that was last time. This time, what if I mess up this time? But I've seen you do this time and time again, baby. And every time you pull through, you've managed. It seems impossible right now. It seems really hard, but all those things you've already accomplished. Back then, you had the same feeling too. You also had the same worries. I mean, I do that too. There are things I never thought I could survive, but here we are, and I have you. That has to mean something, right? So, why don't we try to just survive tomorrow? And nothing beyond that, just tomorrow. And we'll do it one day at a time. And I feel like you've already done your absolute best, baby. I promise. Well, yeah, it's true that sometimes you know that it's not really rational or logical, but you can't help but worry, right? Let me think. Okay, this is what I do. When I feel myself getting anxious or just worrying about bad things happening, I try not to be alone. You know how I call you out of the blue sometimes? Or I try to hang out with a friend. And I feel like it's easier to not think about bad things when you have someone with you. You think that'll help? I'll try to be with you more, or if I'm not there, I can call you, or we can text, and you can spend time with your friends too. At the very least, I think it'll be a distraction for you. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out ways that can help you not worry so much. Oh, I do this thing. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if it'll help. This is just me and my wonky brain. But I have this like survival strategy when I'm really, really at my wit's end and I need like a lifeline. I count down the hours to a thing that I'm dreading, and then I break down my time. So for example, this exam is 3 days later, so 72 hours. But I spend 8 hours a day sleeping and then like 2 hours eating. So that's what 42 hours left, right? And then I have class. I have these 2 classes, and I have work and all that. So it's even less. And I know it's silly, but it just makes things more doable. I think 40 hours sounds way less than 3 days, right? And for the rest of the time, I just try to keep myself occupied. It doesn't have to be anything productive. Just like an hour passes and you're like, oh, and now I'm like 39 hours left to this thing. Just anything to distract yourself. Just anything's better than nothing, I think. And of course, if you need a distraction, I mean, I'm always happy to provide a distraction. Yeah, we can cuddle, watch a movie, watch something funny on YouTube. Anything to pass the time, right? Darling, I promise you're gonna survive this like you always have. Just like you've managed every single thing you've worried about. You're gonna manage this one too. And you know what's the worst thing that could happen? Would this thing be so important to you like a month from now, a year from now? Right? All this just to say, I think you've studied enough and it is time to cuddle with me. No, it's time to let your brain process the information you fed it while you're asleep. Okay, come here. I missed you so much. No. Just rest, my love. And whatever it is, we'll deal with it together tomorrow. Okay? It's going to be alright, I promise. You're gonna do the same as you've always done. Your studying's gonna pay off. There's no reason to think that things will go horribly wrong this time. And you're gonna be okay. Yeah? Alright, baby. It's time for bed. Yeah? If you still feel anxious, just tell me, okay? I'm always here for you. We can always think of new ways to make you feel better. Because I love you and I want to see you happy. Okay, come here. Sleep well, baby.